The following presentation is part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network.
Welcome to the Bombadcast.
What is up, Bombad fam? Welcome here. This is your boy, the Cannon Junkie, and welcome to the combination airplane train that is the Bombadcast. And if you don't get that reference, then shame on you. You should go back and watch the network premiere live stream. So, but who is that? Oh, that's
What?
not. Why, that's not a young Nicolas Cage. That is Marley. Who am I? What the heck am I on?
You know what this is?
Your boy.
This is Scotty J-Ro, and we're coming to you in
I'm not drunk.
Video format. Okay, new.
I have stage fright, I think.
Here we
Can you
are.
believe this?
Video format. Like, did you ever expect this? Probably not. Probably not. And also,
Not this early.
If you're listening to it audio wise, yes, we are on video, so you can see our faces and see whenever I have to wince at Jerry for saying something stupid. It's going to be great. I can't wait. It's going to be, all these moments will be captured.
You can watch the fear in my eyes as I choke on my very words as I'm coming in there and stuff. But I was real excited to use that combination plane train thing, though.
That was smart. that was
an epic moment.
No, Jerry, how are you?
I'm great, man. You know what? This is insane. I'm just thinking about this, that people are seeing us now. If you just had the displeasure of happening into one of our live streams, then you've had to see our faces. Yeah. And now you have the option to not only listen to our smooth, velvety voices, but also come to YouTube and go, whoa, okay, did you expect that?
They have like, you know, they're not just weirdos in their parents' basement, you know, in their dad's office.
I am in a basement, but it's not my parents. I own the basement. This is my basement. A whole separate dwelling.
It is a wonderful dwelling, you know? And with that being said, Jerry, how have you been? Everything good in your world?
Man, I've been good. You know, we're just trying to stay healthy over here. You know, do our best. This is a crazy, crazy time. We've been talking about that ever since all of this started, right?
Yes.
Look, we've been talking about how wild and unprecedented this all is. And I'm actually about to start back to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So here we go.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just happy to be here in this basement, which I own.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
to talk about Star Wars with my good buddy, the man who owns more colors of members only jackets than anyone I think I've ever known in my entire life. I had to represent the teal today because it looks almost like you got the color zapped out of your like there was like this video they used to play it when I went to preschool where like some villain took the color out of the world, and so everyone was wearing like clothes that looked like a coloring book needed to be colored in.
Yes.
And that's what you remind me of right now. I'm representing the teal tonight.
You just sucked it out. Wow. It's like the dyad in the Force.
You'll suck my color out, Palpatine.
That's why he got the red robes. That's literally how he did it.
Oh my gosh. That's exactly how it happened.
That was 100% it. Oh,
Force cufflinks.
Yeah, sick.
Look, well, I'm glad. I'm sure I see them every time, like little skulls or something. I just think they look kind of snazzy.
They're like that Sith. What was that Sith emblem they showed in this movie?
Yeah,
you know,
those little like it looks like the Boy Scout symbol a little bit, but more evil.
That's exactly what it is.
Evil
that's
Boy
awesome.
Scouts.
Well, Jerry,
Palpatine.
I've been good, and I've got something to announce here on the Bombadcast. You're not
No
listening
way.
to this on a Friday anymore. We are now officially dropping on a Bombad Saturday, and
It's a
I'm
Saturday.
down with it. I'm down with
It is
it.
the Saturday.
Just chill with us during your weekends. You know, that's what you can do. Or wait till Monday. Or wait till 2033 to listen. You know, it's up to you.
What is Bombadcast in the world of Star Wars podcasting, YouTubing, content creation, if not the Saturday Night Live of or Saturday morning cartoons of Star Wars
whatever.
podcasts, content, whatever.
Yes.
It just fits, man. It fits.
It's like putting in your VHSs in the morning, you know, like that intro
Exactly.
video you just watched.
Like that lovely intro video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just like the intro video. Put
We're
your Saturday
so in sync.
we have figured it out. We have started podcasting. This is incredible.
Guys,
wow.
What you don't know is that me and Scotty finally figured out when joining this network how to link our minds. We are now officially a dyad in the Force.
Whoa.
So see if I reach through here, you can see I wish you could like see my hand come through Scotty's. That would be great. The other side. Yeah, there you go. I guess we're not okay. We're still working on the dyad thing.
Figured it out.
It's we're getting there.
We can
and now we can do bits
paper.
like that.
Yeah. We will totally end up doing stuff like that. That's amazing.
100%.
No, we are a part of a network. Kind of. Let me explain this whole episode. I know you read the title. You're like, what does this mean? Star Wars introductions. Well, what I mean by that is, you know, most Star Wars introductions are like refreshing. They're full of action. They hook you like immediately from the beginning. And with that being said, that's exactly how we feel joining the Beyond the Blast Doors network. I feel like it's just a refreshing start. It's new. We're almost coming up on our 1-year anniversary in like 2 months. And I'm 1 month. I'm sorry, 1 month. And I'm just like shocked to think that. And like
wild.
We are still doing new things. We are like reinventing the Bombadcast wheel, which is great because neither of us can drive legally. And
some might say that we never had wheels to begin with. So,
exactly.
We've been
a wheelless.
It is a train airplane combination.
Yes. So. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need wheels. So also we're a boat. No, we want to hook you from the start, and with this whole new thing, we want to have a great discussion about the network and what a Star Wars introduction essentially is. Why is it important? So we are officially involved with something we find completely refreshing, full of action, and has got us hooked since Pete Fletcher inquired us about it, and that is the Beyond the Blast Doors network. And I can't say anything more because it's just that name alone gets me excited. We're a part of a posse. Bombadcast went from being 2 lone wolves, but now we're a pack of wolves. What was it? Zach Galifianakis? What was that line you used in a Hangover? It was like the exact monologue. I was a lone wolf.
I don't have it memorized, man. I just look like him. I got George Lucas quotes for you all day, though.
Yes.
Like, I can do the one quote I can give you from The Hangover is, "Hey, there were Skittles in there," and that's all I got. It's a satchel. Indiana Jones carries one. Yes, so does Joy Behar.
That was phenomenal.
That was your line.
That was fun.
I'm gonna learn how to point.
Yes, you did a good job. Fantastic job. You're welcome.
Yeah,
so for anyone not seeing this, maybe this can be your new thing. Maybe you can spend Saturday mornings with us. You wake up, you stretch your arms out, you look through the network website page. You're like, man, there's just so many great content creators here. We are just beyond excited to be involved with all these great content creators. I mean, like around the galaxy. What? Beyond the Blast Doors. What? You got postcards. You got Holochronicles. We got all new things coming out, collecting together. I don't know. I'm stoked. We've got a great group, I guess a great team we're working with new content now. Jerry, how does that make you feel, like seriously, that we are involved with this?
It's kind of surreal a little bit.
Yeah.
It's funny because like we've known of these people, like most of these people we've talked with, there are Star Wars friends and stuff. I think we're getting to know a few. There's only a few of them that we haven't really talked with a whole bunch, but we're like talking since all this planning has been going on before we dropped. And it's surreal. It's crazy. I I think what this has taught me, all this experience, is that I've learned that Shannon Morin and her channel and her podcast, Postcards from the Galaxy's Edge, is criminally underfollowed.
Yes.
So
oh,
go right now and do that if you're looking at this. Like, I mean, if you follow, we're all on the Beyond the Blast Doors Network YouTube channel right now. So go and watch an episode of her stuff, like right after you watch ours, for real, because that, man, Shannon is one of the hardest working people I think I've seen doing this stuff at the level that we're doing it. You know what I mean? And she's even I feel like above our level because she's like in the visual effects industry. We've had her on the show. You guys know. But like,
she's one of the best.
One thing.
Like, what's up, Jerry? Say it. What's
the darn dyad? Oh man, it's good when we don't need it, and when we screw it. I don't know, man. Just say your thing. I'm done.
No, I've admired Shannon since we met her at Celebration together, and like the fact that now we're working with her. You know, we message her every day. We message Andy and Josh every day. I don't know. I just feel so privileged. It's weird. It's like we found this group of creators that we all jive really well with, and we all are seeking the same professional goal. And that I feel like it's just such a special conglomeration of people. And like, we've got video now, you know, we never thought we'd do a video podcast, and like, we're doing it, and it's I like it so far.
We never thought you guys would want to watch it, but
yes,
here you are.
We'll see. And we're getting it out to y'all, and if our audio listeners are going to convert over, might as well do it. It's the time to do it. And we're join us. And I don't know, like, we're crossing into the next stage, and this might sound stupid, of Bombadcast professionalism. And I guess we are. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I think that's an oxymoron.
Is
that an oxymoron?
It is. But
are
like,
we morons? I'm a moron. Okay. All right.
That's the thing. Like, we've got, like, in our own group, of course, we got Holo Chronicles. They're more of the collecting, merchandising kind of group. They love talking about everything dealing with collectibles. We got Pete, who's kind of like David Letterman, you know, he's kind of there to go one-on-one interview with people. He's got a great, and I will say this, the cool thing about this network is, you know, what other people are fixing to put out, and Pete's got some killer content coming out. You will not, I am not kidding.
Oh, dude.
I am dying to listen, and I have no early access. I will wait just like everyone else does for these episodes. So, we've got, I mean, Beyond the Blast Doors has been something I've been watching for 2 years. I know you as well, Jerry. It's crazy. What?
It's crazy. I can't believe it. It's awesome. And what is even more awesome is that everyone has great taste in comedy, and also thousands emo music.
Yes.
Early thousands emo music. So
early thousands
and late 90s.
2000s.
So emo
About
music
2000s.
And also punk. So
yes,
I'm down.
Yes.
You guys know I'm a punk rock hobo. Like, that's what I look like. That's my whole thing. So
that's what Jerry is trying to market with himself. A punk rock hobo, canon junkie.
Right. You
might
mean
just be a junkie.
You mean exuding.
Yes.
Canon junkie, punk rock hobo. Is that like all gonna fit in like a Twitter handle? Maybe.
Might as well try. I mean, I don't know. I'm going for some sort of weird Miami Vice vibe right now. Like for real. Like, I don't know why. It's like everything I do has recently been like a Miami Vice aesthetic. I got the members only jacket.
I really dig it.
Figure and Dan shirt. It's fantastic. It's awesome.
I really like it, and I think that everyone that calls your stash either a porn mustache or a B pedophile mustache are uncultured. Rick Villanueva.
Something's gonna change.
Saber.
I don't want you to be worried. Bombadcast will not change, because Rick will still be a punching bag of the Bombadcast. So there, I guess Jerry. I love Rick. Rick and I are cool. Rick
may make his way on here for me and him to hash it out. You know, who knows?
Yeah, maybe I'll let you do that. That'll
maybe
be
he'll come to my house, and you know, when this is all over, and I can, like, you know, throw pie in his face. No, that's Rick. Someone else's thing.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
making me a Jar Jar Binks tongue sucker. That sounds No, too suggestive.
I wish I could
No,
just pull
we'll
a
figure out
photo
something.
up of that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Just a nice
Yeah,
photo
maybe-
of the
You never know.
tunnel.
We're a video now.
We will show you all kinds of stuff you don't want to see. With everything dude, this will be talked about later, but for our Bombad weirdos, we can now show them to the people. They can literally
man.
see it. What? I just realized
Ro,
that.
guys, I know Ro is going to be excited from Scarif Scuttlebutt.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I remember him messaging me after we did our first episode, like, can you guys like post those pictures and stuff? Like, Ro, now you can catch the pictures on the stream, and just wait for the 1 year anniversary of Bombad Weirdos.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
Wonderful
happen.
Weirdos. Just saying,
It's gonna happen. So yeah, no. To kind of close out what we're saying about the network is there's something new in the Bombad realm of possibilities, something we had never prepared for. We had talked about doing one at one point, but we never actually followed through with it. We are now all a part of a collective Patreon page. Okay. And it's crazy how these things break down. Like you can join in at the $5 level, the $10 level. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how far it goes up. I think it goes to 50.
It goes to 50.
It's all
It goes
split
to 50.
between each six I think it's 6 podcasts essentially. So we all get a fair share of whatever you contribute. So Pete makes some cash. We got Shannon, David, Josh, and Andy. We make it. So we all benefit from any donation you feel that is necessary towards the Beyond the Blast Doors network. So that's really exciting.
And it all goes towards us buying stupid crap.
Yes.
Nothing for the shows.
No.
None of it goes to like actual production of the show because I don't know if you know this, we get shill money from Disney.
Yes, we do.
And so I spend mine on Jar Jar Binks tongue suckers exclusively.
Oh, totally. And generally
Rick's mouth. That's still a suggestion. Okay,
I like that. That's a cool video.
Have a field day with this. All right.
Take a deep breath.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this combination train plane wreck.
That's amazing. Yeah, like it's weird to say we have a Patreon, but you can support us now. If you're a longtime listener, just go to I think it's patreon.com/Beyond the Blast Doors, and you can literally support us financially. It's so weird. But yeah, I'm super excited for this network and the possibilities that will come of this. And please check out all of our network friends. And if you listen to us, I guarantee you would enjoy what they also put out. It's all positive. It's all uplifting stuff, you know? Jerry, anything else you want to add to that?
Well, I feel like I need to add a disclaimer after our last live stream that if you do decide to support us, please make sure that your significant other is okay with it because I don't want anyone else sleeping in a car.
Nope.
So
happened to us on our March live stream. Yeah,
man, go watch it.
March. What is it? April live stream.
But by the way, if you're watching, I hope everything's going good. I hope it's comfy in there. All right. Let's get into the topic, Scott. What do you
ready? You ready? So
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
The reason why I wanted to introduce the network is because there is something that we all love about Star Wars movies, and it's generally the way they start. And no, I'm not talking about the opening crawl. What I mean is, the things that follow immediately after, the things that opening crawl kind of prepares you for, you know? And we're talking about just the movies, not TV shows, because that's kind of hard to really pinpoint exactly what we're trying to say.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So we're talking Skywalker Saga, Solo, and Rogue One. So those will be mentioned. Why are these moments important? Why are these intro moments some of the most important moments of that movie? Because there's some things that set up immediate plot. You know, Attack of the Clones does that really well. Are there any visual parallels? Some visual storytelling. George Lucas just, his wonderful poetic themes we find in Star Wars. Are there any between these intros? And what do they mean thematically? Like on a very complex level, what could they represent for the overall movie? So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of exciting because we have a thing in the Bombadcast too, best, favorite, and most fun. And that's how we kind of decide everything for movies. So we'll bounce back and forth. Jerry, do you want to start it off or do you want me to roll with it?
Well,
Scott,
I was thinking about this all afternoon. I think my favorite introduction in Star Wars is Obi-Wan meeting Anakin, or like Qui-Gon introducing Anakin and Obi-Wan to each other, where he's like, Anakin Skywalker meet Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's the best introduction in all of Star Wars. Maybe the only introduction in Star Wars. No, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue. Wait. Scott? Too meta? It's too meta.
Sorry,
hey, buddy.
I had to take a smoke break. Sorry. It was
I didn't know if it was
Jerry
you or Paul coming back, so I was kind of worried.
No, dude.
Sorry, that's the biggest dad joke. I've been waiting to do that ever since we got into all the network stuff.
Oh man,
I know.
Oh,
dad jokes have been my thing.
Some things just don't
dad,
change.
So.
Some things just don't change. And I
guys,
love it.
don't think that we're all high and mighty and above our pay grade anymore. We are above our pay grade.
Yeah, we actually are for once.
We're sleeping with giants up here. But
yes.
Don't think that we won't stoop to the levels that we have always stooped to. So don't worry. Your Bombadcast, your Bombad fix for the week. It's still a Bombad. All right.
Oh, it's still gonna be Bombad.
It's still gonna be Bombad.
Jerry, I guess
they get to see Scotty leave the room too. Scotty used to do Foley work. It was great. I wish you guys could have seen that. I mean, no, all that stuff actually happened.
Oh yeah, no, it did.
Yeah,
100%. No Foley work. What are you talking about? Jerry, do you want to kick it off? Or do you want me to kick it off?
You go for it, because I really do need to think about it, because I had that one in the chamber for a long time.
So let's start with our favorites, okay? So a favorite is something you can watch over and over and over again, okay? So my favorite intro. I've always been really fond of how the original trilogy does their intros. It's weird. Like, to me, the only really favorite of that trilogy it'd be A New Hope because of how iconic it is.
Right.
But that's the ones you want to credit pretty much. And I'm going to be kind of honest here. And in a weird way, there are some of my least favorite introductions are actually the original trilogy. They're often probably regarded some of the best, but I don't really like how they kick off, except for the original Star Wars, which is the epitome of just pure, just throwing you in the moments. The first movie to really do that. And my favorite, personally, the one that I can watch over and over and over and over again, may surprise all of you. It is Solo: A Star Wars Story. After the little crawl, I just love how the sparks happen, and then John Williams' music builds the spark. Dude, that was the most whoa, we're in this. And it's this is such a weird opening for Star Wars, and it's a shot of sparks, and then flashlight, and then he starts the vehicle, and you can see how nervous he is, and you just see his face, and he's pulling off, and you see in the background what's happening, and then we see that zoom out of Corellia, and then you see Solo: A Star Wars Story, and you see the ships being built, and he's driving back panicked. I mean, something about that intro just embodies what we have with Han. Han getting himself in situations that he really has a difficult time getting himself out of it, because you see, he steals this thing. He's hiding something else he stole. He stole a speeder, and he stole some coaxium that he didn't want anyone knowing about, that he actually got away with. So it's weird to think that. And then he has to keep going through this opening. You see the underground areas of Corellia, and you meet the what's her name? I almost said Mother Talzin. You meet the
I want to let you squirm.
Jim.
What's
her name? Huh?
It's Mother Proxima, or Lady Proxima.
Lady Proxima.
I know she has a bunch of orphans under her and stuff.
Yes.
So everyone wants to go Mother. It's Lady Proxima.
So
well, what happened?
I love that. And
I wish they would make a black series of her. You guys would see it.
You just put her in a water. You can
I got a spot right next to the Ronto.
Nice.
You see it?
Show the folks at home. Man, you can actually see his collection now. How cool is that? Wow.
But
yeah,
you guys can hate it from afar.
I kind of do. No, the introduction, just that literally the first 2 minutes of the movie to me is just like wonderfully Star Wars. It is my favorite. But
yeah,
Jerry, what is your favorite? Or if you want to talk about it, talk about it. Do you like that one?
I love that intro and stuff. That is a great one. And honestly, I wasn't even thinking that. I guess I was thinking Skywalker Saga strictly, but that's a good one because you do technically have a crawl with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
It's different. I like it.
There is the first time I watched Solo, I remember I was a little underwhelmed at first.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first one where I felt like, okay, that was a Star Wars. Good. And it's like afterwards you go into like thinking like, oh, this moment was cool and that was awesome. And I've always known about the dice, but now everyone's making dice on Etsy, and so I need to get a pair and like all that stuff. I still have that stuff hanging in my on my mirror in my car that I don't drive anymore. Except for tomorrow. But seriously, it's a something you never thought you'd see in Star Wars. And like when we think Corellia, you hear about Corellia your whole life as a Star Wars fan. Mm-hmm. Where Han Solo's from Corellia, so is Wedge, and all these other really good pilots and stuff. And you have this picture in your head, and to see that it's like this gray, bleak, it's an ocean world, but it's like really like industrialized. It's like I feel like I'm like whenever I go to work in the factory, I feel like I'm on Corellia, but a nicer Corellia. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it doesn't feel like a sweatshop or anything like that, but it's just, it really exudes a real, I don't know, some vibe that we've never gotten in Star Wars, which is like that downtown industrial area of like San Francisco or something, like
it almost looks
wild,
like London from the early 1900s, just like
shipyards. There's actually, I can't believe they make these vistas look cool. It's like you think industrial shipyard, and you're like, how can you make that look grand and like crazy Star Wars, like space docks, and there's a shot where like you can see a lot of the background and it's like you don't see sky, you just see like buildings upon buildings or like whatever mechanisms upon mechanisms as Han's going through. Like it cuts to a shot from the side of him, like you guys can see me like acting it out now, like, whoa. But you know what I'm saying, like that shot from the side where you see his speeder and you see like also the giant backdrop. And that shot always sticks out to me as like that's kind of beautiful in a weird way. It's kind of like it's that thing where you go to Star Wars to see those crazy, insane visuals,
Yes.
And I love that. That's a great pick, man, for sure. Like that whole thing.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm excited to hear yours. Your favorite.
My favorite. You guys have to know. I'm 100%. Flying by the seat of my pants, which is, man, that's my sweet spot. So
Jerry's
here we go.
Potty training a 3-year-old?
A 3-year-old. And
I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, man. I know I had it all calm, cool, and collected on our, premiere last Saturday.
Network premiere,
there was literally a poo explosion in my house before, like literally right as I needed to get up to go get ready for the stream. It's like my 3-year-old was like, I think this is the best time to have explosive diarrhea like in my pants that gets up. It was not pretty. I apologize to everyone. I'm not going to show diagrams because it is video, but I apologize for our audio listeners having that visual in their head now. So
that's fine.
But anyway,
what is your favorite, Jerry?
Man, off the top of my head right now, I think I have to say it's Revenge of the Sith right now.
Ooh.
Not Revenge of the Sith. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Yes, please come back in tight. Let me see if I can I was just watching it. Rise of Skywalker, not Revenge of the Sith. It's an RO. It's not ROTS. It's TROS. That was my confusion.
That is amazing. That's such an easy
everyone
thing to
just went, yeah. Oh, what? Wait.
Okay, so
I'm just thinking about like everything involved in that. With
dude, it's heavy.
There's a lot to it. It's not, and this is why I'm putting it at favorite. I think I don't think it is the best, obviously. But if you didn't roll your eyes into the back of your skull and just never rolled them back after the dead speak, which I still think is a cool opening line in the crawl. We're not talking about the crawl though. Then it just kind of really starts subtly with like the TIE fighters flying over and everything. And man, this was like the last saga film, as they say. So it had a lot riding on it. I think we were all really overly like, you better be good. You better be good.
Yes.
And it seems like there was a ton of pressure on it. And when you look at it on this side of like, now we have the complete Skywalker story. It's a good opening, I think. You cut to what again, I know everyone's like, well, you could have, I'm going to try not to get into the complaints. What we now know is Mustafar. There's Kylo Ren, like wrecking fools, cutting down, pancake head guys, Mayor McCheese or whatever.
In slow motion,
old McDonald's thing. That was great. They all look like Constable Zuvio. So sorry to Heath on Twitter out there. You guys, if all you Star Wars Twitter peeps know who I'm talking about, Heath is the biggest Constable Zuvio stan out there. Yeah. And I mean, those guys they had cool hats like him.
Yes,
but you've got all of that, and I hope someday we get like the extended version of that, where like Kylo goes to see the Eye of Webbish Bog, which sounds so Return of the Jedi to me.
So it's ridiculous. It's amazing. Like, it's just so fantasy.
You guys know me. I love the weird stuff in Star Wars so much. I love the Roncos. I love Jal Yowza. I love the two-headed alien announcer. All of it. Everything you all hate, I love. I'm just kidding. You don't all hate it. But Oracle that is a spider alien sucking on the head of a giant baby in a swamp on Mustafar, the planet from Revenge of the Sith.
That's wild.
Where that big emotional battle happened, there was a spider on a baby head over here. Like, yes, please give it to me. Vader's got this real scary cast. Is like, do you want to go see the giant baby head? And the spider that lives on top. It's freaky. It is freaky. Critic, bring your guys. Bring your guys. Come.
Bring the death.
It's quite a sight to see. But no, anyway. So you got the Finding of the Wayfinder with a cool transition.
Oh,
but then
great.
I think the part that I love the most about it, Scotty, is the whole stuff when we get to Exegol.
Oh, it's amazing.
And I love What's that?
It just sets up the first 5 minutes of the movie. Just set up so much, and it's only been about 4 months since the movie came out in theaters, so it's still for some reason like burnt into my head. Like, how do we get everything so quickly? And the crawl set it up, but like how it's executed in the movie is so important. And it's, to me, now that I've seen it a handful, I mean more than a handful of times, that is a contender right there for best for me. But keep saying what you were saying. I'm sorry.
All I was going to say is, for one thing, you're sitting there stunned that we are like, that this movie is the first time you watch this, it almost feels like you're like getting force-fed Star Wars through a fire hose.
Oh, yeah.
And like, in the best way now. But I remember like going, wow, they're just taking the cinder block and just laying it on the gas right now. Holy cow. That is like... We're already going to Kit Palpatine, and Exegol is a concept and a planet that I love more and more the farther away we get from this movie.
Oh, totally.
Like, having basically Mordor for the Sith,
dude, it's the opposite.
Star Wars was great.
Like that was it's just the opposite of Octo. It's like this barren
this
waste.
hidden thing. Yeah. This hidden thing away. And like,
Yes.
just the whole aesthetic of like the weird upside down pyramid that like, I still don't get the geography of you go down. What's all that? What's
I don't know either.
But I love it because weird Star Wars. And of course, why wouldn't there be a giant floating pyramid that you go underneath? Maybe that is like, we'll have to talk about the geography of Exegol sometime. I don't know why we didn't talk about it with Alden last week, but oh well. Go check out Octu Radio, by the way, with Alden Diaz. Great guy. Just everything with Palpatine, the whole like, my boy. There's so many great lines in that opening scene, dude. Oh, and then the whole like, what was it? He said, Snoke has trained you well. I killed Snoke. I'll kill you. I've died before. All that stuff, man. Like,
phenomenal.
It's so good. And the stuff about like, I've been every voice inside your head. Mm-hmm. All stuff that we've been thinking ever since the trailer dropped with the Palpatine laugh. And then the line that I, all through the Bombad buildup, was like talking about, that is the line I've been thinking about since Celebration when I heard his laugh. Like, that line in Revenge of the Sith to me is what I want from Rise of Skywalker. I want you to show me how unnatural the dark side can get. And he freaking quoted the line.
Amazing.
I know it didn't play for everybody. It plays like, oh, I get it. But
I loved it.
That's Star Wars, man. Star Wars is 90% greatness and like 10%. It might even be like 50-50. It might be 50% greatness, 50% cheese.
Yeah. Really?
And it's delicious. So that's my favorite.
Dude, I completely feel that, because favorite is one of these things like you can watch it over and over again. And for some reason, you're still like, how do they pull this off? Like, wow. Now, the next one, I want to do most fun next, because most fun's interesting. Most fun is like, what kind of prepares you for the adventure? Because the movie actually, to me, doesn't even have to be like some of the intros, like The Force Awakens, to me, is not my most fun. It's not my pick. I just want to mention it. It's a weird one because it's exciting, kinda, but it's also pretty dark. It's a dark entrance. But to me, the most fun, the one I like watching the most, the one that kind of gets the most out of me is The Last Jedi's, where you pan down, and you go past the Raddus, and you go, is it the Raddus? Yeah, go past the Raddus, and you go to the planet, and then you see what is the Resistance is up against. Essentially, the first order ships come in, and then the Dreadnought comes in, and like everything that ensues after that introduction to me is like one of the greatest bits of Star Wars. You get to see all kinds of things play out. You get Poe having his moment. You get Leia having her moment. 3PO's involved. It's just like this great introduction of each character, and it's so cleverly done. And Rian Johnson is really just one of the best for that reason, because it's the only Star Wars introduction that ever made me tear up. And I know that's weird. Why is that your most fun? Because it sets you up for an emotional adventure. Because everything that comes from this is just every moment counts. Ryan did something with Star Wars where every moment counted. And like, it's a fun movie to watch for that reason. Just every little thing is important about it. And I don't know. I love seeing Paige's moment. It's fun for that reason. And then when the sound drops out when Poe's yelling and like, and then just the ship exploding. I don't know. It is a fun entrance. When I first watched it, it made me tear up. And I was like, I remember thinking to myself, and Kay was like, wow, this is the first Star Wars introduction that literally like had made me feel every emotion in the book. So that's why it's the most fun for me. I don't know. Jay, what's your commentary on that one?
I don't know, because I almost chose that for my favorite.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I love Last Jedi is my favorite sequel trilogy film, and I think my favorite film still at this point. So bye subscriber. Sorry subscribers. Sorry sorry network. I like Last Jedi. Dude, I think I might almost give I don't know, because are we wanting to have overlapping little choices here, Scotty?
Dude, if you want to, because the next one, Best, is going to be interesting. Because Best is odd for me, at least. But you go on. What's up?
Well, I think that I'm gonna just, in true Can Junkie fashion, just skip straight to my best, man, because I think this one's the best.
Wow. You think the whole TLJ page, all that whole moment is the best? That's not. I talk about it like it is the best as well. If you heard my response just now, you would realize that I'm somewhere in the middle as well, Gary. So why is it the best for you?
I'm kind of finding this too as we talk about it. I don't want to take all your thunder away from you, but I love that opening, and hearing you talk about it too. I love that movie, and I love what Rian Johnson as a filmmaker does.
Sure.
With, any of his projects. I've been watching Knives Out since November. I love that movie, and Looper is great. All this stuff. I still have to see Brick. I'm just finding out how big of a Rian Johnson fan I am. Buy more. Buy more subscribers. I'm sorry, David. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. It's I told you at the top of the show that we get the shill money. So there you go. No, but I'm finding more and more, especially after Knives Out. Mm-hmm. I love his style as a filmmaker, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen. Yet it's so classic feeling too at the same time, and that's what I like about it.
It's refreshing.
That's for me, and I guess a good portion of people, because it kept playing in theaters and stuff until it came out, even after it came out on Blu-ray and stuff. So I guess, actually, what's funny about this, real quick, so I can make more people mad. Someone liked a tweet I made back in August. Wow. Someone added I forget the writer who came up with female Thor for Love and Thunder and all that, and basically said it's your reason, it's your fault we're in this mess, and blah blah blah, and you messed up Thor's mythology and all that. And Taika Waititi had responded to that person and said hold on a sec, bro, I'll mess up your mythology, lol, in a bit. Or whatever, just something dumb and random. I love Taika. And then someone under him had said, "Hey, be kind to the fans. Remember what we did to Rian Johnson. Made an example. You don't. Rian Johnson didn't respect the fans. Do you see what we did for him with him?" And
what did you do?
I guess I tweeted. This was so long ago, and it's so funny. It came back into my life as we're recording this today, right before this. And who is looking at my months-old tweets? But anyway, I guess I had said, given him a successful career, with the Rian Johnson.
Yes.
That he does the on the Dunbrook Island or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know. I just think that stuff's kind of silly, but because I love his work as a filmmaker, that opening is subtle but unique.
Oh, it is.
In so many ways. It does so many things that they hadn't done in Star Wars. We hadn't seen in Star Wars yet. Like you were saying, the whole thing, the whole sequence with Paige, focusing on a person who's not a main character. And I'm I'm there. I care.
Yeah.
And man, and it gives you chills. I'm getting chills talking about it, which you guys know, we get chills all the time, whatever.
Sure.
Come on, virgins. But dude, that whole sequence with Paige, the whole thing with I don't know. There's a lot of fun to it too. That's the thing. There's a lot of fun in a lot of Star Wars openings.
Oh, of course.
I just think I have to give it my best because, the opening with Poe talking to the First Order, who cares? There's moms in Star Wars, so I think mom jokes work. Where do people come from? They're all born of the Force, I guess. But anyway, that's all fun. Him blowing up the things they are looking out their window from their perspective. And you see them that's a great shot. And the whole zoom down to the planet and everything about it to me does new, fresh things while also keeping it simple.
Yeah.
he didn't do anything like too crazy or like, and I don't know. I loved it. I mean, I guess you think bombs dropping in space is crazy, and off the wall. Then God bless your heart. You know, Godspeed, rebels. So.
Good one, G. I think
now you have a face to hate. Look, there's a face you can hate it here in 1080p, maybe.
So get close to your camera, Jerry, so everyone can make sure they hate it more.
Here you go. Make sure to get your facial recognition software going so you can steal my credit card numbers. Okay. Anyway, we should move on.
So mine now is kind of a little bit different. Because I've been reflecting on it while you were talking as well. Best is something like it's gotta be the one that hooks you from the start, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta be the one that kind of like drives home Star Wars for you. And I said earlier, New Hope, technically, I mean, the most iconic. Okay, I will give it that. That's an honorable mention.
Like, it's retired, right? That's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, dude, totally. It is
like
just
on the wall back here. You know,
it's really almost impossible to say that it isn't the best. But to me, if I were to look at Star Wars now and having known this movie came out almost 15, I mean, it is 15 years now. It'll be 15 years. By the time this episode drops, it'll be close to 15 years ago when it came out. And I think Revenge of the Sith really has the best opening. Like, truly the best. Just for what it does. The drums. It's so unique. It is so unique for Star Wars. And then having the above shot of the Star Destroyer, and these two things go down in sync and they spin, and the music is just prequels. It's thunderous, it's big, and then you get to zoom into the actual cockpit and you see Anakin and Obi-Wan. Man, it's something about it, Jerry, and I don't know what it is. It's just the whole
awesome.
And then you are introduced to the conflict, which is on Coruscant, which is just crazy to begin with. And man, I cannot wait for like I think it's like 2 weeks from now, our episode's going to come out 2 Saturdays from now with Eric.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Just wait, guys. You thought the Bombad buildup was over?
I can chills. I can't wait. Man.
Young fool. Only now in the network do you understand. We will go forever. We talk a lot. So I've got like a curl in my hair here. I can't get it.
It looks nice. Look like a
little smolder.
Yes.
Okay.
So I feel just like Revenge of the Sith just does it. And War, you know, it's one of these things like
best opening crawl of all time for sure.
Oh, that'll be a conversation we will have in the near future. I want to talk about that.
That or we gotta talk about that later because I'm like that or Force Awakens, man. I don't know, like
pretty good. Jerry, what is your opinion on the Revenge of the Sith opening? I can go on forever. What is yours?
The way this is working out because I did know because I'm just going on straight feelings right now in the moment. Revenge of the Sith is my most fun.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, dude.
Wait a minute.
We're so alike. We have no differing opinions, guys. This is welcome to the most boring show on the internet.
After this, I want to get into the thematic like aspect of stuff, like the visual stuff, which is interesting. So keep going because
and I love that we're like we have these same two openings, but we have them switched.
Yes,
you know,
yes, for different reasons.
Well, and I think I would have said that is the best opening, like maybe even a week ago. But just like you talking about it and me even just thinking right now back on like how much I love that opening of TLJ and stuff. But how much fun stuff is in it, even though it is the end to this horrible, horrifying war. And by the end of this, our hero is going to like kill kids and kill his wife. And it's going to end bad. But that whole opening, so fun. And the drums, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's amazing.
That's like one of the best, like from the opening crawl into it's your heart beating as you like enter this final chapter of Anakin Skywalker for now. You know what I mean? It's like seriously, boom, 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 boom. It's and like you said, all the stuff you said, the fly around, which I saw someone doing a parallel of Anakin and Obi-Wan's fly around with Poe's fly around one of the Final Order Star Destroyers when, the Galaxy fleet is showing up.
Sure.
That's a good comparison, I think, but I don't know, different things. Cause you go into chaos with Revenge of the Sith, you go into almost salvation with Rise of Skywalker there, which I'd love to do an episode someday, guys. Me and Scotty, whoever else, on the parallels maybe between Revenge of the Sith and Rise of Skywalker, because I feel like there's more than we think, man. There's a ton in there.
It's like opposite story. It's interesting. But anyway.
Dude. But anyway, just everything there, man. Like I have forever loved. Well, you talked about the music for one thing. John Williams, the maestro, mixing all the prequel themes, new stuff like from Revenge of the Sith for the prequels, with so many like the Force theme plays in and out, and it's like there are moments like we talked about in DNA of Star Wars, like the moment with Anakin blowing up the droid control ship, man.
Yes,
where you have the buzz droids, like when Anakin and Obi-Wan get attacked by the buzz droids. How fun is that sequence? Just like them, like like him, like I can't shoot him off because I shut off your wing. Let me just scrape him off with my ship.
Yes,
and such a fun moment. And the best moment, and we could have even talked about this on R2 or R2 We Love You, I guess. But I love the moment where the buzz droid, the last one, gets onto Anakin's ship, crawls over to R2, and they're just like cheering him on, like, yeah, get him, R2, go. And like he's like got us, and like he's like they're dancing around, like having a little. There's like a fight within a fight within fights, like it's insanity. And like George is like, okay, I have a pitch for you guys. What do you think? What do you think of this, Rick? Okay, we're gonna have a fight between R2D2 and the little buzzsaw ball things. The two droids. One ship. It's going to be like a little boxing match in the middle of this giant battle, and I'm sure Rick was like, like I can't even do it, Rick, because dude, George,
so dense.
That's so dense. That's so dense, George. But I absolutely do love it, as cheesy as it is. The whole thing, like Obi-Wan saying, R2, hit the buzz droid center eye, which is so Power Rangers.
Oh, it's amazing.
If you think about it, like the second season of Power Rangers when I was a kid back in the 90s, where like they had if you remember, I'm going to date myself, they had the like henchmen that were like called putties. And like in the second season, whenever like Lord Zed took over, they had a Z on their chest, which was basically a button that if you hit it, they would explode. Why would you put a giant button in the middle of your chest that makes you explode? Because it's awesome and it looks cool on TV and kids love it. It's like, I'm going to hit the putty button. So, that's exactly the same energy as the buzz droid center eye.
Yeah.
But I love that. And then he gets it, and as it slides off, you got the which is kind of the Falcon theme, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
But
now it is.
Man.
It's killer. I
love that.
It really has some of the best momentum. That's why I think for me it's the best. It's got this. It's one of these things anytime you watch it, and I don't know if it's because it's Star Wars, but I'd imagine watching this with someone for the first time, they would be like, man, this is really cool. Just dude, it's from 2005 and it looks like it's from 2035. The special effects have not gone down at all.
Whenever the Blu-ray collection came out, like back in 2011, that was the one that looked the best. It was like, wow, that still looks amazing. Like, wow, good for them. Dude,
it's one of these openings, and like I guess now we can get into a little bit of our honorable mentions. Jared, do you want to do that now?
Sure. I mean, man, there's too much. And I'm still on Revenge of the Sith, which I know we're going to be talking about it and stuff, but just, man, there's great. We see a clone ejected from his ship. That's kind of crazy. And the whole what about Obi-Wan doing that flying leap out of the thing, like spinning around, and like how over the top is all that stuff? Anyway, it's fun.
That's what makes it great.
No, it's all great, man.
What's up? What you want to say?
I was just trying to think of honorable mentions, but if you've got a point, go.
No, I've got 3 honorable mentions that don't get enough love. One One of the ones I think is fantastic is Rogue One. It's one of the weird ones. It sets up a story kind of in the past, I guess you could say.
Right.
I mean, Solo does that too, but not quite as significant. Like, you really get to see this girl grow up. And I mean, it's beautifully done with Rogue One, with like the Krennic ship going through the asteroid belt around the planet,
yeah.
And then he kind of goes down, and like, it's this weird, I mean, I think it was shot in Greenland or something. It's in this just a
like black sand beaches and just like that. It looks like it rains all the time and stuff. Like,
it's green too. It's weird.
Lamu, I believe is the name of the planet.
Yes,
Lamu.
that is the name. Honorable mention for me. Honorable mention. What it sets up is good. Stardust. That whole thing is amazing. Another honorable mention. You know what? It's funny. The Phantom Menace is good, and we could talk about the Jedi introduction, but I think it has a little bit of a weak introduction for me. That's just me. But Attack of the Clones is one of the ones that starts off really strong with the explosion and the the assassination attempt. Kind of sets up how important Padme is for once. And that's the kind of thing that often gets overlooked. And I guess my last honorable mention is The Force Awakens, because of what it does thematically. You have this moon that's so bright, and then it gets obscured, like almost like by a dagger. It goes through, and then it's completely covered by shadow, and then you just all of a sudden see this transport come down, and the music's really the music is amazing, and you see these stormtroopers, these stormtroopers you've never seen before, and you go down this surface and you see BB-8 for the first time. It's just like The Force Awakens has that way of throwing you into the moment. It's almost a parallel visually to what we get with A New Hope. These stormtroopers come down.
100%.
And
like you feel the vastness of that Star Destroyer, especially in theaters. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
That was like, whoa.
Huge. It was
like
huge.
He totally was going for that. Yeah.
Oh, it was so well done. And
then all those stormtroopers looking like they're like in a I don't know, like a My Chemical Romance music video or something.
The lights like flashing.
Like that's something. Talk about things we've never seen in Star Wars before.
That's true.
I thought that was just in the trailer, because that shot was in the trailer. Like,
yeah.
It took I was like, oh, they would never put that in a Star Wars movie. Oh, was I wrong?
The introduction also does. You learn that like not all stormtroopers are just mindless, and that's a really cool thing for Star Wars. You learn that they all have a personality in its own weird way, and like Finn. They think it's the Force now, which is great to me. The Force speaks to him in that moment when he gets to Jakku, and he realizes what he's doing is bad. And I don't know. The Force Awakens doesn't get talked about enough. It's definitely an honorable mention for me. I couldn't find a great category to put it in, but it's one of the ones I can go off on. I love it. Rogue One, Attack of the Clones, and what did I just say? Force Awakens. Yeah, great. Jerry,
you must really like it. Man, I don't know, those are great picks.
Thank you.
I'm sitting here trying to think that I don't know. There's so many good. I love the Phantom Menace, of course. You guys know everything kind of about where. I don't know. It like starts off in space. It was the first time we'd had any Star Wars, which again, I was too young to remember this. I didn't watch the other ones in theaters, but like to see, I'm sure, like, how is this going to go? It's like Star Wars, but it's different. It's new. It's in a different time.
Yes.
To see the whole, talking on the view screen and landing in the like hangar, walking to the conference room, the whole talking, just how cool it is. And then of course you guys know that whole opening fight sequence with, the Dioxys and all that. I won't go off on it again.
Listen to our episode with Ken Knapsack.
Go back and listen to our episode with Ken, because
it's killer.
I deep dived on it. But I love that. Man, I'm trying not to give it to Force Awakens too, because I really dig that one.
You know what's funny? I want to say this too. We didn't really mention that much of original trilogy. Maybe we didn't know it so well. But like,
I feel like I know it. For me, the original trilogy, like the first opening shot of A New Hope, is iconic, and we've like said that's that's in the Hall of Fame. We're good.
Yeah.
I mean, the opening of Empire is like my favorite, but maybe Return of the Jedi is a sleeper hit. I think I'm gonna right now off the top of my head.
Okay.
I think I'm going Empire for an honorable mention.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
John Hoey, please don't come attack me on Twitter. I'm not saying it's underrated, overrated. I love it. It's the best Star Wars film. It's not my favorite right now. It's my second favorite.
Well, it's just the whole Imperial probe droid is sick. You see
that, and like the whole thing with Luke, and like we're getting the friendship between him and Han now. You can tell they've been through stuff together. That's a great opening.
That is awesome. I didn't think about that.
It's because I think the original trilogy openings, we have them built up in our heads, but I have thought this before, and again, by listeners and subscribers and all that stuff, you guys hate me now. They're all it's all Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
It's like the same Star Destroyer every time.
Yeah. It's weird.
They go into something different, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
Prequels got really varied with their openings. And the sequel trilogy a little bit too.
The sequels did too. And I guess the spin-off films, because like it's weird, man. Like that is a good point. I hadn't thought about that. They are all the same, which is
right.
It's kind of weird to say that, but like
I mean, just mainly the opening shot is always of like a Star Destroyer.
Yes.
But it starts there, and then we're like, are we going with probe droids? Are we following the Tantive V4? Are we going to the Death Star 2? Who knows? We'll find out. But my final, I know I just dangled like a giant piece of steak in front of you.
No, dude.
I'm going to break the rules a little bit, or I'm going to be a little
here we go.
I'm going to be a little presumptive.
I think it's preemptive.
Preemptive, yes. Preemptive and presumptuous, maybe. I know words.
I'm not good with them dictionaries.
Words, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to cheat and say that my third honorable mention is the opening of the Siege of Mandalore movie that is soon to be released after everything's all edited together, because it's happening. I mean, come on. I know we said no TV and stuff like that.
Nah, I don't know, man. I agree.
I love the original Clone Wars movie for its part in the story and the introduction of Ahsoka. But that show definitely found its stride as it went. And I don't know. I think we would have like forgiven it a little more if it was like just the episodes on TV. But I think the opening of the Siege of Mandalore film with the whole sequence on the bridge with Obi-Wan and the 212th with Commander Cody, like the introduction of Obi-Wan. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
When he comes in and saves Cody's life.
And
where we're going to go. And I don't want to get into because sizzle, but like knowing how Cody's going to unintentionally, out of his control, turn his back on Kenobi in like maybe 24 hours, 48 hours, in like a week or whatever, like half a week. That dude is going to like shoot to kill at Obi. And all that to the whole like Anakin being like, what are you doing down there? Like dodging this could almost be the most fun opening for real. It's talk about this whole sequence gave Anakin Skywalker his sail barge assault moment for us all.
See, I'm
down
glad you
to the
music,
rail. 100%.
Well, because I'm going to go off the rails real quick too. Mandalorian has got one of the best introductions as well, just for the character.
That doesn't count.
I made that rule up earlier, but if you want to say it, you can bring it up. I mean, the Mandalorian, because where the Mandalorian starts in the beginning of the season is not where he ends. It's amazing. That's why I like it, because you're set up for something, and by the end of that 40-minute episode, you're like, holy crap. Like, and it's funny, you could say all you want. Subverting your expectations is 1,000% what happened with that episode. I don't care what you say. You can say, but that does not matter. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni 1,000% subverted your expectations with showing you Baby Yoda. And I don't see none of y'all bitched about that. Oop, pardon my French. I mean,
my subscribers.
It's true. It's true.
No, it is true. And again, we're probably going to be back to Fridays after this episode. And we'll see you guys on Fridays, a part of the Bombadcast network, which is just us. So,
oh man, no, Jerry, I love talking about this. This was a good discussion. Truly, like I would love if people in the comment section comment your best, favorite, and most fun. Give us your honorable mentions. I mean, you can always message us at Bombadcast too on the tweet us, whatever. You can even find us in the network. Like we'll talk about this with you one-on-one.
Yeah.
So,
in the comments here on the video on YouTube, tell us what your like favorite openings are. Like shout us out on Twitter, man, on Facebook. Shout it out at Beyond the Blast Stores, man. Tell them, tell us what are your favorite opening moments, man.
Ask Shannon, ask Josh and Andy. I mean, David, they'll tell you because
we're not gonna. No, we know maybe.
We already did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, who cares what they think, I mean,
it's interesting because I could sit here and go in circles about this conversation, It's one of those, like, I feel like you can have this conversation at Celebration, you can have this conversation with your parents if they've seen all of them. It's weird. Star Wars is good about that.
It is an accessible conversation. I bet it would be an interesting conversation to have with a quote unquote normie with,
Yes.
But I didn't think about that. It is a good one to bring up. It's like, what do you think the best opening of a Star Wars movie is? There you go. There's your icebreaker, guys.
Yes. When you're at a bar and you see that beautiful Rodian across, and you're like, man, that Rodian's looking fine, and you want to go talk to that male or female.
Antenna are banging. Woo!
Yes.
Look at those things.
The little snout is beautiful, and you want to go up to
her suction cups. I never mind.
That's some of the best. No, it's
got good suction cup fingers, man.
I feel like anyone could talk about this. I mean, I might even call Eric after this and just be like, man, what is the best, favorite, most fun introduction?
Oh, Eric.
Because it's definitely there. And hopefully this will stem or create some conversations for you and your people you're going through quarantine with. I mean, the cat will tell you some incredible responses, I'd imagine. Just do a bunch
of this time in quarantine, the cat probably is talking to you.
Yes,
I understand. Yes. You guys saw Jack show up last Saturday on the stream. Yes. He loves his attention. So
totally.
He sits at the bottom of our stairs. Like both of our bedrooms are all upstairs, and we have a baby gate on currently just so my 3-year-old doesn't, break her neck or anything, because they were built in the 1940s and they're like 2 inches wide. Every morning without pause, 7 a.m., 6 a.m., blang, 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 blang. Meow. Bang, 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 bang. Meow. Blang, 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 blang. And I'm up there really trying to come up with a way to not go down there with a pillow and just because I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. It's just, you guys know what it is. You know what it is. Cats, they want their attention. They want it now. Yep. Well, check out the Bombadcast.
So talk to your cats about it. Really, this is a fun conversation. Hopefully you will have this with us on Twitter. So when you're watching this on Beyond the Blast Doors YouTube, or if you're listening to this right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever, just reach out to us. I want to hear your opinions on this as well. So if you had fun today, by the way, please, on this video or in general, just subscribe. You'll get notified. And you click that bell, you get notified literally by everyone that posts in this. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There is all materials posting, all things posted. We're posting on Saturday and live shows on Thursday and Friday. It's just a great lineup. Share it with your people, share the people that you love. Rate us 5 stars on iTunes if you feel generous enough. We want to make sure that we get this quality content out to everyone, and
don't use your energy for 1-star reviews, please. Why are you using your energy for that? You can just not. You can just not and get the same point.
Yes, exactly.
Just saying.
Exactly. If you really liked it, if you really like this for some reason, and you feel compelled, by all means, go and support our Patreon. You'll be supporting 6 other I guess podcasts as well as ours.
Amazing shows, man. Amazing content creators.
Some of the best.
And then us.
Some of the And yeah, you can keep up with us. You can keep up with us online, of course, at Bombadcast. Jerry, where else can the people find us as well? Some other places.
Well, you can find us, always on beyondtheblastdoors.com now, where you can go for Star Wars news, for opinion, for all of our friends, all of our shows that are on the network. Go check out all their stuff there. You can find information you need for all those shows. Follow us, again, at Bombadcast. Look for Bombadcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have a Facebook group, the Bombad Fam, a Bombadcast official group on Facebook, and we're hanging out there with everyone now because everyone's home because of quarantine. So it's not just the boomers and the other people. We're hanging out with everybody on Facebook. And also, you want to call us? You want to leave a message for the Bombadcast or any of the other shows?
This is amazing. This is going to be such a fun thing to do.
Can you believe that?
We're going to probably center a lot of the episodes around this because we love hearing your opinions. Obviously,
yes,
you want to comment to us and let us know things. But this in particular, I'm super excited for. There is a phone number you can call us at, and you can specifically, leave a message for Bombadcast, Holo Chronicles, Around the Galaxy. You can leave a message for all of us, and the number is 3312 Beyond. Okay, and that would be 331. So write it down. Make sure you put it in your contact list.
You could put it on the lower third too, Scotty. You can have it right below you because we're fancy now.
Oh yes, hold on. You talk about it. I'll get it typed in.
Guys, I'm using my hands for no reason. This means nothing to the audio listeners. You can call us now. You can call us. You can leave us a message and possibly hear it on the show. How wild is that?
So cool.
Anthony, Rural Farm Boy, I know you're waiting to do that for all of us. Who knows, guys? You might have shows they might be all for all the other shows, but you know what? If you want to leave us a message here or there, like maybe every year or so, that would be great. But again, maybe, hey, Scotty's right. Maybe we'll use our own thing, but that is 331 to Beyond.
Oh, I want to say this. Pete Fletzer for Around the Galaxy, who is a part of our network, he had this offered up for his 50th episode, right?
Yes.
And Gary and I actually both left phone calls to this number. So that is 331 or I guess whatever it's called, to Beyond. Okay, so the number is 331-223-9633. That is the easiest way to get in touch. Okay,
screenshot.
That's the number you can call. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. That's new for us. It's going to be really cool.
Crazy. Yes, I feel like a telethon now. It's like, give us a call. Really do. We've got to help. We've got to help all of the cats who are now talking because their humans have been home long enough that they know that they actually can talk. We need to find jobs for their humans and homes for their humans. Stuff for them to do. Maybe a hobby. Maybe a puzzle. But call and relieve those poor cats. Now you can play In the Arms of the Angels. And then have shots of us on a couch eating potato chips, right? And a cat rolling its eyes or something
This has been great.
This is please stop me. No, we have to land this airplane train combination. We have to land it on the tracks.
We'll do it right now, Jerry. What should the wonderful people at home do, my brother?
Well, you should, of course, just keep subscribed to this channel. I know we talked about Ryan Johnson and all of them a lot, but you'll get over it. It's okay. And always I say, what am I doing? Holy cow.
That was weird. That was odd.
And always I say, I'm Yoda now. Peace, guys. Stay Bombad. Yeah. I'm done. I'm pulling a Scott.
Goodbye, Gerald. Stay Bombad, my friend.
Lisa or Bombad.